All right, we're gonna do an inside walkthrough now, starting at the very back of the trailer, just to go make it easy to go back to front. So we're in the bathroom, toilets here. There's a step to flush down here. We don't have the water hooked up, so I'm not gonna try to flush it. Fully functional shower in here as well, with the handle to go up there. Shower curtain works. Switch here is for the light, and there's a switch here for the fan. And there's a knob here to open the hatchway up a little bit. So we keep that closed. And off, turn the light off. There's a secondary switch for this light just over the bathroom sink. You'll see that in just a second. All right, towel rack here behind me. And the special toilet paper for use with the septic system. Then we get to the bunks, very simple. Again, light switch here. There is a cabinet, single cabinet there. The bunk on the bottom is a little bit bigger. And then you've got the privacy curtain to pull across here. There is a little bit of space under there on this side for storage, but I wouldn't recommend planning on using it. It's kind of hard to get to. Also, the water heater is at the far end of that, under the that end of the bunk, and you don't want to be fooling around in there. And here's that second switch that I mentioned for the bathroom light. Then you've got the light here for the bathroom sink area, medicine cabinet, sink's functional, a little bit of storage space underneath here with some things that we're providing as part of the rental. Moving forward, refrigerator, 2 ways to run the refrigerator. It's got to be on. Right now it's going to run off electricity, and we could run it off the propane as well. That's what the gas is. So when you want to run it off the propane, you would switch over to gas. This is how I will deliver it, so that it's cooling while I'm driving it if you're taking delivery. Otherwise, that's just so that it's cool when you get to the camping space, it's already running and cool. Then you want to go back to electricity once you get to the hookups, because you're paying for the electricity already and you don't want to need to pay for more gas. Freezer, fully functional, and the refrigerator. So you see what kind of space you got. Not a whole lot, but enough for a few days. The stove, we've already walked through the how-tos on the stove on some other videos. Microwave is functional, needs to be hooked to electric for the microwave to work. Fan and lights on the stove. TV with remote. Pictures of the hookup should be provided in the email information that we send ahead regarding the inventory. The hookup location is right back here. We try to keep the remote there so we know where it is. And this cabinet space on this side, start here. You got the documentation that came with the trailer. Also, this notebook. This notebook has what we're working on right now is all the videos for this, a list of inventory with pictures of everything that we have in the trailer for your use, and some explanation of the hookups as I just mentioned, and some other things if you're not comfortable setting up and breaking down, and I'm not going to be doing that for you as part of the rental, there's good information in here to help with that. Otherwise, tool bag with lots of good stuff that's listed in the inventory. A few maintenance things. The fuses sometimes will blow on different things. In the area that's down here is where you find those fuses, and there is a secondary fuse box on the controller card for the awning and the jacks and everything too. So that stuff is there. This is just a fuse puller and tester. Gloves are good for when you're cleaning out the septic. If you're getting a rental, you won't need to do that. Tape for who knows what. Another light here. HDMI cable. Few games. Then you got the DVD player and stereo. This DVD player is already hooked to the television as an input, and it works. The radio works great, and it will play CDs. This dinette space turns into a bed. There's a separate video for that as well. Then you got the sink A couple of drawers, different things in them. Cabinet space here. The water pump is down there, and all of this stuff is in the inventory, as is everything in the drawer. We talked through the stove. Cabinets here have different items again in the inventory. Same here and here. Trash can, broom, dust mop. Over on this side, we have the power panel for our water pump. So if you're running water off the tank, you need the water pump to be on. If you want hot water, you got to have the water heater on. This light will tell you how the battery is doing. Fresh water tank should be empty, and it is. Black tank, empty, and it is. Gray tank, empty and it is. This is the remote for the awning and the jack, the leveling jacks, stabilizing jacks rather. Pretty simple to use. Fire extinguisher, and then the futon here. Futon folds out pretty easily, just like any other futon, but what you need to know about it is that the heater is underneath it, right? So and on the outside, when you did the walk around, you can see the output for the heater to know that it's working. That's where the heater is. Queen size bed with a couple of storage cabinets on either side. From the outside, you can see the access panels. Those access panels come in on either side, right underneath the bed. So if you look through from one side to the other, you're actually looking through underneath the bed. All that space is open. You can get to those items from here. This just lifts right up. And there you go. See the cover we've got that we put over at the end of the season is in there now. On this end will be no pillows, but the comforter is here with the sheet. All of the mattresses are covered with protective plastic coverings, and then you've got a sheet and a comforter on the queen here, but no pillows. On the other beds, on the bunks, there's just the covering. There's no comforter or pillows or anything there. So anything more for the bunks, you need to bring it. Pretty simple.